All right, we are now on week 9. We're going to talk about personal property, bailments, and intellectual property. Key thing here is just understand what personal property is. You should already have some handle on that since we talked about sales law, and sales law applies to personal property, not real property under the UCC Article 2. So that's the easiest way to distinguish it. And there's a number of ways personal property can be transferred. We talk a little bit about a gift. Why that's important is that a gift is not a contract. You cannot sue somebody who promised to give you something unless there's some sort of consideration. A bailment, very old term. This is a transfer of possession of personal property to a third party, not ownership and not title. And you give it to the third party to hold, like a watch or something. You transfer a property. And there's certain duties that the bailor has with respect to that property. This can arise in a number of ways via contract, accidentally, it can be a gratuitous bailment, things like that. Why this is important is that both parties have duties with respect to the property that's being transferred, and if there's a problem, it can end up blowing back on whoever screwed up. Intellectual property, important especially for business students and entrepreneurs to understand trademark, copyright, and patents. One of the first things you want to do if you're going into business or advising a business is to make sure that they have their intellectual property, especially their trademark, secured on the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. You can apply online. Very important you check that out. If you screw up and somebody else owns the trademark, everything you've earned can be forfeited to that party. Don't want to do that. Copyrights, written works, music, software, things like that. Patents, normally we're talking about inventions, but it can include things, genes, things like that, pharmaceuticals, things like that. Trade secrets is a bit different. These are like client lists, formulas. Like say you work for Kentucky Fried Chicken, the formula for Kentucky Fried Chicken or Coca-Cola. Those are all trade secrets, and they can also be patented as well. Important you understand, especially as accounting students and as future CPAs, a lot of CPA firms will have as part of the contract with you a provision on confidentiality of trade secrets, as well as probably a non-compete clause, which says that you work for us for a while. If you leave for whatever reason, you can't work for anybody else for a period of time. You'll see there's some information on that on the resource page.